Hey guys, I'm Naya and welcome back to the channel. So what I have for you today is a DB replay between me and my husband. He's playing Dragon Link, I'm playing Brave Pranks, and it's not really something I've had on my channel before, only one live duel, but this really has nothing to do with DB replays, and yeah, it's something I'm very interested in bringing you more, and I will be bringing you more, so please let me know what you think about it, what you think about this format of videos. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're gonna see my husband win the rock, paper, scissors, and he's gonna choose to go first. Now the opening hands are Instant Fusion, Foolish, TTT, Griffin Rider, and Roxy's, and he has Ogre, Gamma, Rocket Synchron, Destrudo, and also Chaos Space. So he is going first, and he has a very nice hand, honestly, going first. So Chaos Space, and if I would ash him, he has also Gamma. He's playing Ghost Ogre to combat this entire format of Brave stuff. And I have TTT, so my only going second card is TTT, no hand traps. So we're just gonna let him combo, basically. He normal summons a Rocket Synchron, goes for Striker Dragon effect, searches out Boot, activates Chaos Space, pitching Destrudo, which is an awesome cost, then searches out White, special summons it by banishing Rocket Synchron, goes for Romulus, chaining one Romulus, chaining two White, searches out Black, searches out Dragon Ravine. He summons out Black, and right now he also activates Chaos Space, puts back Black, and also draws into Lancia, so he has even more cards to deal with me. And then he summons Seals, searches out White again with Black, activates Dragon Ravine, he pitches Gamma and searches Tracer, since right now Gamma is not doing anything. And then he activates Boot, activates its effect, special summons Tracer, special summons Rocket Recharger, Destrudo effect on either one of them since they have the same level, and then summons out Chaos Ruler, mills Ciphered, Tracer, Quick Launch, and also Black Metal Dragon, and also Chaos Emperor. So this is an awesome mill. He decides to... what does he take back? He takes back Tracer, and then he activates Ciphered and puts back Chaos Emperor to his hand also. So he has even additional pluses. He activates Chaos Emperor effect, adds back the banished Ciphered. So in total, he got 3 cards back, not only one. And then he special summons it, overlays, and makes Zombie Vampire. Now Zombie Vampire is awesome in Dragon Link. He's been testing it a lot with this card in particular, and he says it's just incredible. And right now he mills me Droplet, which would be my top deck to be able to play through his board. So yeah, I guess that's nice, you know. And then on his side he mills Noctavision, Ghost Ogre, Snow, and also Tidying. So he has even more plays right now. He decides to summon back Noctavision, links it off, Destrudo goes to bottom of the deck, makes IP, and also gets a draw off of Noctavision. And then he activates Levianeer, which he just drew, and the Levianeer effect, banishing 3 darks, and he shuffles back my TTT. So he got rid of TTT and also Droplet. Let's just point that out and be sad for me a bit. So I top deck Impermanence, and I go for Impermanence on Seals, and then I activate Foolish. I send Water Enchantress, and then I use its effect. So right now he did Lancia, and I obviously don't know his hand, but I know Snow as Disruption, and right now I'm only guessing, seeing this replay, that he decided to not do it because he knows he has IP, he knows he has Snow, he knows he has Ogre. So it would just be a bit reckless to play into Talents, I guess, with Lancia immediately. Or Gamma, which, I mean, I don't play it, but still. I search out Right, activate it, make token, activate Fateful from deck, and then summon out the Griffin Rider. So I go into battle phase, he lets that go. He doesn't use IP, he does use Snow, and he summons it. So I'm guessing at this point that he's just baiting me, wanting me to negate, since I can count that he still can loop Snow one more time. And if I was to negate it, then he can set my normal summon, which I don't want this to happen. So I will let it go through, since it's like, you know, whatever. I still value my normal summon more. And I beat over IP, so I get rid of 2 threats, I guess, in a way. And then I normal summon, and I get really hyped, but I do get Lancet. So I activate Instant Fusion to grant myself an extender. Summon Rocket Ride, and then I make Doodle, use its effect, and I get Ghost Ogre. So right now is the time for me to scoop, just because I could play through a lot of things, honestly, with this hand, even though I didn't have any hand traps and I only had an impermanence, but the Ghost Ogre and the Lancet and the combination of everything was just too much. So I do scoop, and then opening hands game 2 are Dropsies, Right, Nibiru, Pandemonium, and Fansies, which is a very nice hand going first. And then he has Rocket Synchron, Tracer, Dark Ruler, Chaos Space, and Boot Sector. So Boot Sector is an unfortunate draw, but Dark Ruler is the only going second card. So he is going to see me combo now, just like I watched him combo before. So I go for Right, make token, activate Fateful, normal summon, chain block the normal summon by going Chainlink 1 Dropsies, Chainlink 2 Fateful, and searching out Draco back, and I special summon Green. And then I activate Fateful effect, search out Wandering Griffin Rider, and I discard Draco back for for the effect of Fateful, then I activate Draco back in grave to put it back, attach it to the token. But I did go through all of that play a bit fast, so that's what I did. And then I make Doodle, go Chainlink 1 Doodle, Chainlink 2 Green, Sand Place, Summon Fire, search out Pranks with Doodle, activate Doodle effect, add back Place, add back Dropsies, I activate Pranks, pitch Dropsies, make token, and here I go for an additional Doodle. It's what I like to do always, because that way you grant yourself enough cards in the graveyard to shuffle back with Pranks in the end phase. I summon out Roxy's, activate Place, search out Fansies, and then make Bow Wow. So right now I activate Roxy's, banish Fansies, and draw a card, and special summon out Fire. Set 1, and then in end phase you have enough cards to shuffle back. That's only if you want to have Meow to use Butter twice. So you could shuffle back even if you don't go through an additional Doodle and an additional Prank, but that way you would need to shuffle back Meow. So if you value that over you being able to Raigeki twice, that's also cool. But still, I like to go for an additional card if I know I'm Nibiru proof because of Wandering Griffin Rider. So I shuffle back, I draw Call By, and I pass. And then he draws into Black Metal Dragon, which he normal summons. Makes Pisty since he already got a Boot Sector launch. Searches out Red MD, special summons it, uses its effect, and then goes for Romulus. Romulus effect, which I negate with Wandering Griffin Rider. Then he goes for Chaos Space, pitching Rocket Synchron, searching out White. He special summons out White, makes Striker Dragon, just to use White effect, searches out Black, and then summons Black, uses Chaos Space, puts back White, and he draws into another Tracer, and then he makes Seals. So now, right now he Dark Rulers, and I didn't use Babble Bar before in standby phase because I was afraid of Gamma, and then I just didn't use it, which was a mistake on my part, but sometimes I like to keep it as long as possible, so if he was to go for Levianeer or something like that, I could just chain everything, I could protect my cards, and sort of play on, you know, that he doesn't know that they're going to be negated and maybe wants to pop something with Levianeer, and I like to keep my threads on field as long as possible, but that was a mistake over here. So maybe not play into Gamma, but still like use Bawa Bark, you know, because you can get punished by something like Dark Ruler, which I did get punished right now. And right here, I remember he adds back White because I reminded him that he never searched it with Black because he put it back with Chaos Space, and it is testing, so I don't really care about telling him, you know, just put back White to your hand. And then he activates Dark Ruler. Activates Boot, summons out Tracer, and right now, I think I need Nibiru here. Yeah, I need Nibiru because, like, why would Bao go to grave otherwise? Or what I did was actually, now I remember, so I put Bawa Bark to grave, and his effect obviously was negated, but then I Nibiru'd because I didn't want the token to be too big. So that's what happened. I activate Bawa just to get it off of the field, and then token is smaller because of that. So I Nibiru him, and then he activates Seal's effect and summons out Ciphered. uses Ciphered effect, and he pitches 2 cards to search Levianir. And then he summons Levianir, uses its effect, and pops 2 of my cards. So he decides for Faithful and Pandemonium. And I think we discussed over here what was the best thing to pop. We were discussing over like pranks over Faithful or Faithful over pranks. But I have the option of having like Enchantress or Right in my hand, since you play 3 copies of each of them. So if he was to leave Faithful on board, I could still have follow-up. And I do have Water Enchantress in hand, so his thought process was, you know, correct. And he decides to pop those 2 and then goes for IP, just to loop Levianir with Ciphered. And he beats over Nibiru here, so this was another mistake, and I'm glad I'm showing this replay to you, because usually against Dragon Link I would just put stuff to defense because they can Boral Sword me, but I wasn't taking Dark Ruler into account, so that was completely, you know, on me. I could just put it in attack freely and I would still have Nibiru on board for an additional body, but I didn't do that, which was just plain wrong. And then I think I draw a water, and I activate Enchantress, go for Right, activate Right and make a token. I beat over IP, so he's deciding, and then he lets it go through, so he lets the attack go through. I activate Prinks, I make a token, a normal summon, go for Doodle, and I mill a place, summon out Fire, search up Pandemonium, Doodle effect, add back place, add back Dropsies, and then another place, add Roxy's from deck to hand. Okay, so here I go for the Link Spider play with Anaconda. So I'm currently playing Link Spider. I am thinking of cutting it though for a 3rd copy of Doodle, because it does come up a lot. And right here, I did have a better play. So if I was to put back Bow Bark to deck with Doodle, and then with Place I could search out something else. So basically add back Bow Bark, add back green, and then with Place search out something else. Maybe I could have a better play on his turn, because if I go for Anaconda right here, which I did, and I know he has Levianir, he can force my Butler on his turn. And I remember thinking about that play later on, but I didn't want to take it back. Just to point it out, if I was to show you the replay, that this was a mistake, and you need to sort of think what you want to put back beforehand, which I didn't do that well. But I just summoned Butler, and I just prayed to God that 1 pop was enough. And then in end phase, I do shuffle back Bow Bark. Now, if I played 2, I wouldn't have any issues. I could just go for the Bow Bark to protect my stuff, but I don't play 2. So there's that. He does draw into Twin Twisters. He doesn't use it though. He just goes for Levianir, forcing my Butler. So around this time is when I realized what my play could be to sort of protect everything with Bow Wow. And now I'm thinking if I want to use Butler or not. And I decide to use Butler, and then I activate Called By on Tracer, because I realized that he has Boot Sector, and this is his only way of playing, to summon out Tracer from grave and then continue with his plays. And then I let a Butler die. That's why I wanted to banish Meow, so I could summon something back. I summon out Doodle for follow-up, and that's when he scoops, because he was like, okay, I see what you're doing, you know, I see you're banishing Tracer, I don't have any more plays, and you have a whole turn ahead of you, basically, to kill me. So he scoops, and then right here, sighting wasn't working in DB, so we just go through all of that to go for game 3. And the opening hands in game 3, so for him is Chamber, Lancia, Gamma, Black Metal Dragon, also Ogre. So he does have 2 normal summons, but Black Metal Dragon is the obvious one here. And then he has hand traps to disrupt me as well. And I have Thunder Dragon, Fusion, Lampsies, Nibiru, Pandemonium, and Droplets. So I have a very good going second hand. So he goes for Black Metal Dragon, summons out a Striker Dragon, searches out Boot, searches out Red Eyes Darkness, and then activates the effect, summons Chamber, and then with Chamber searches Tidying. Then he goes for Romulus effect, searches out Ravine, Activates Ravine, pitches Gamma for cost. It's not doing anything right now. Sends Apsarada, searches Tracer. So yeah, right here he decided to pitch Tidying for Ravine just because he has Chamber Engrave, so that's an additional body. And of course I let him, like I said, it's testing, and you know, only optimal plays are like what count, I guess. So he activates Boot and then summons out Tracer. Tracer effect, pops Boot. Right here I need Nibiru because I don't want him to go for Chaos Ruler to have even more cards in the graveyard. He uses Seals effect, and with Seals he summons out... He's thinking a lot. He summons out Noctavision, and then I guess he's just praying to have a cool draw, which is just Black Metal Dragons, so he makes IP and passes. Standby phase uses Lancia. I go for Fire. Use Fire effect, I summon out Green, and then make Duro effect, and Green effect. Mill a Pandemonium, summon out Water, search out Pranks effect. He ogres the Pranks, and then I think he looked at his top deck right here because he drew another Ogre. I used Doodle, and yeah, that's when he scoops. So game 3 wasn't that incredible just because he didn't open the best hand. So if I was to, like, I guess Nibiru him and then he could play on, I would still have a Droplet on my turn. So more than likely I was winning this either way. But yeah, it wasn't an amazing game 3 just because he didn't open that well. But yeah, that's it for the match. I hope you liked it, honestly. Like, I'm excited to bring you more of these because it's a combination of me testing and you seeing me play and you seeing cool decks. And yeah, I'm very excited to bring you more. So let me know down in the comments what you think about that, what you think about this kind of format of videos. And if you liked it, give the video a like. Also give me a sub. Check out Twitch, check out my Discord. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.